little girl suddenly noticed that the neighbor's house was on fire. She quickly ran home to tell her mother. Her mother rushed outside and saw the neighbor's house engulfed in flames. But while she was calling the fire department, she saw Jack ignoring his children and moving his beloved car instead. Just as she was in shock, Jack pulled a wrench out of the car, ran back, and smashed a window, trying to climb inside to rescue his children. However, the fire was too fierce. No matter how desperately Jack tried to rush in, he was unable to get through. Not long after, firefighters arrived quickly and extinguished the blaze. Tragically though, Jack's 3 children perished in the fire. After an investigation by the police, a shocking truth came to light. The fire was not an accident. They found traces of gasoline on the floor of the nursery, leading all the way to the door. Even more chilling, the back door had been blocked by a refrigerator. This was clearly a deliberate act, murder. The police immediately interviewed the couple to reconstruct the timeline of the fire. It turned out Jack was currently unemployed and the family had already gone bankrupt. His wife worked night shifts to support the household, while Jack stayed home as a full-time dad. Life was in utter chaos. That day, when he should have been watching the kids, Jack had gone out all night, returning with the scent of another woman on him. They had a heated argument full of insults. Then, as usual, his wife went to work. Jack put the kids to bed, drank a beer, and passed out. Early the next morning, Jack was awoken by his eldest daughter's scream. He rushed out of the bedroom to find the house already ablaze. He ran into the nursery to try to save the children, but the eldest daughter wasn't in bed. He then tried to rescue the twin girls, but the smoke overwhelmed him. He couldn't breathe. He ran outside for air, hoping to return and rescue them, which led to the earlier scene. After hearing the entire story, the police didn't believe Jack's testimony. He had a criminal record. The very next day, just as the couple was returning from the funeral, the police suddenly caught up with them on the road, arrested Jack for murder, and threw him in jail. Within days, news of Jack allegedly killing his own children became a citywide sensation. Other inmates gave him the nickname Baby Killer. Even the public defender assigned to him encouraged him to confess. Jack insisted he was innocent, but he couldn't afford another lawyer. Eventually, the court date arrived. A neighbor testified in court, saying Jack chose to move his car instead of saving his children. Police presented damning evidence to paint Jack as worse than an animal. One of Jack's cellmates, called as a witness by the prosecution, claimed Jack confessed the entire crime to him in detail. Faced with overwhelming testimony, Jack's lawyer didn't offer any defense. Enraged, Jack jumped up in court, shouting that they were all lying, but the judge refused to listen. When it was his wife's turn to testify, she surprisingly defended him, saying that while Jack could be violent, he loved his children dearly and would never do such a thing. However, despite her support, the hard evidence was too strong. The jury ultimately returned a guilty verdict, and Jack was sent to death row.